Hi, my name is Ann Castle, and I'm currently a sophomore at South Bay Virginia University. It's located in Newport, Rhode Island. I'm a marketing major, and I'm a double minor in economics and international business. I'm from Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and I went to a public high school, Portsmouth High School. Therefore, I'm fairly new to South Bay Virginia and the university life. I have worked at a gym, a golf course, restaurant, and grocery store. I started working when I was 14, and I worked at the grocery store for about 2 years. Then I switched to working at the golf course, restaurant, and the gym, a balance, working 3 jobs at a time. Therefore, I feel like I'm fairly good with time management. I graduated high school with a GPA of 3.68. I currently am a sophomore here, and my GPA is 3.48. And my strengths, I would say, are organization, time management, and communication. I think it's very important to communicate effectively to get a specific message across. Therefore, that's a good skill I think that I have. I think I'm a good person to work with because I would do anything to get a specific task done, whether it's coming in early, staying after, or coming in last minute. I believe I'm a good team player and I work well with a team. I'm used to working with teams my whole life, and like my work, for example, at the gym, I would have to, at one point we all worked like a horizontal way for management. And so I'm used to working and communicating with my fellow coworkers to get a specific task done, and I know how important it is to communicate effectively. There was one time I had to go above and beyond in the Call of Duty to get a job done. Once I was working by myself at the gym, which I typically work by myself. I had to go above the Call of Duty one time when workers were coming in to fix something. They claimed they had to fix lights in the cycle room. I could not find proof that they were supposed to come in. Therefore, I told them I did not have it on record that they were supposed to come in, even though they insisted they were supposed to, and it was me and it was these 3 men trying to come in. And I kept telling them, I'm sorry, I can't let you back there. And later on, I sent my boss the names of these people who came in. My boss is the owner, and she said they were trying to take pictures of the studio to try and copy it for themselves. So I had to use quick thinking, and I quickly recognized that something was off. I found this situation suspicious, therefore I trusted my gut, and the actions I took were just honestly guessing for the best intention of the business I was working for. And the results were an email telling fellow employees from me. I was just saying how it's important not to let anyone in without my boss's permission, or if they don't have a report on them, so they can only do work if they have a report saying that they're able to. There was one time I had too many things to do and I had to prioritize my tasks. One time at work, there was a girl who worked the morning shift typically, and she was barely able to get the side work shifts done. When the side work shifts don't get done, typically they add up, and then throughout the week, whoever working is more and more stressed because there's more and more tasks that add up. And it was only Monday, so I knew this was not a good start to the week. And I was working the night shift. The night shift is a lot shorter than the morning shift. The morning shift is typically 9 hours, and the night shift is 3 hours. Therefore, I knew I didn't have a lot of time, but I made sure I organized my time to get all the tasks done. There were 8 different tasks I needed to get done. I also had my everyday work, and I knew I had a lot to do in a short period of time. Therefore, I made an organized plan to try and attempt to get everything done so that work did not add up for the rest of the week and that my other coworkers would have an easier time with it. The actions I took were making a plan and setting time aside in order to get everything done. I was able to get all the tasks done, and this helped with work not being piled up. This helped us stay organized for the rest of the week and get even more work done, so we were more caught up and productive when it made things easier for my fellow coworkers. There was one time I took initiative and took the lead in a team setting. Typically the morning shifts at work are 5 a.m. to 2 p.m. and since I'm just so used to waking up at 4 a.m., my body would typically wake up at that time even when I wasn't supposed to work. So there was one time that my manager, she was supposed to be training a new girl, and my manager didn't show up. Therefore, the new girl had no way to get in. So she had all of her numbers, and she was just made a group chat, and for some reason I was awake, and she asked if I could come in. So I went and unlocked the door and everything, and it was a training shift, so I had to prioritize my time opening, and we got in late because the door was locked, because it wasn't open and I had to drive there. So we were already up to a late start, so I had to train her as well as getting every task done. The task was training a new person, so I started showing her the basics as well as having her do the simpler tasks just to get adjusted to things. For example, I would do stuff on the computer and leave her to make smoothies while I did that, but I would also watch her to make sure she's doing it correctly. I distributed work tasks in order to get everything done for the day that we needed to, especially with a new person that can be more difficult. The results were that it showed I was flexible and could come in for shifts last minute if I needed to. The new girl was also trained in the tasks we needed to get done were done. Therefore, I just know the importance. I feel like overall, I know how important it is to stay organized and manage your time, as well as communicating effectively so that you get everything done that you need to. I also just have one question for you. I just was wondering what a typical day looks like for a flight attendant for your airlines. Like, what's the typical duration of flights? I know they're booked privately, but is there any rules, like a specific attendant can only fly for a certain amount of hours or miles? Thank you so much for meeting with me, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.